Welcome to episode number 2 of That's So Cool with
Mr. and Mr.
Jay! Hello. How are you guys? How is everything? Today's episode, we are going to talk about something very special. So we are going to talk about the Mr. and Mr. love story.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting, and we're going to be totally honest, right?
But we need to say everything since the beginning, though.
So let's start from the top.
Yes. So I remember talking with my friend Claret by the phone because she was already living here in Reno, Nevada. And then sometimes she was telling me, oh my gosh, I went to this Zumba class and it's super crazy. It's amazing. When you come here, we need to go because you're going to love it. It's not like the old people Zumba. That's what she basically
Oh, that's
said.
her words. Okay, I was about to say, what?
You know, like the lady Zumba. It's not like the regular lady.
Thank you, Clarette. We were fierce Zumba. We are fierce Zumba. Okay.
Yeah, and no. And I think she was excited for me to go because at that time I was starting a dance fitness class in Tijuana. In my street with the neighbors, I was just promoting.
That's awesome, dude.
I know.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah, but I only had like 5 ladies maybe.
That's still hella good.
It was cool, it was fun, but then
Damn.
I already had the plan to come here to Reno after graduation from college. I was going to come here to go to TMCC and to learn English. That was the whole reason for me to come here, and also to be with my friend. Also, the reality more was that I wanted to come here after graduation because I didn't have a job, and I was, you're always afraid to start looking for a job after you graduate because there is a lot of competition. You don't have experience. Of course, you do your internships or whatever. Well, you are on the last year of college, but it's not the same. You don't have the real experience of working. So my plan was to come here to learn English, to escape from reality a little bit.
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that you were... Okay, that's vulnerable, Javi. That's you kind of admitting that you were afraid to face reality. But you were so young. Like you said, you just graduated college. 22. Aw. So it's like, that's legit. That's real. That's an experience that I didn't have. I was already working. So I was friends with Freddie, and that's how I met Clarette, who was Javi's friend from back home. And Freddie told me, and I still remember Freddie's like, oh, Clarette has a friend that dances, I think, Zumba, and he's super good, and he's gonna be better than you, and he was just giving me a hard time, and I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, oh, your friend's coming, cool, I was kind of like, the more the merrier.
But did you think that I was going to really dance better than you, or you were like...
Oh, fuck no. First of all, not possible. I was a spring chicken. I was very young. I was like,
Well, me too?
Well, nobody could outdance Daniel at 22. But someone tried. Admit it.
No.
Okay, go into the next part of the story.
So I came to Reno, and then the first Friday that I was here, because the class was on Friday, or at least the class that my friend Claret was going was on Friday.
Fitness After Dark.
Uh-huh.
Fitness After Dark at Results Transformation Center. It was at 7 p.m.
And then at that moment, Zumba was still super huge.
Giant, right?
Yes.
Those classes were gigantic.
So I was a little shy, but I was excited, and I wanted to dance, and I was with my friends, so we went, and then I sat down, and I'm like, ooh, he has a booty. But
bullshit, you didn't think that. You're lying.
No, I said that you had a booty. I said that you had a booty, but I am not a hoe. I am not like, oh yeah, just
I'm not a hoe either. I was a virgin till marriage.
I'm pretty sure after that Zumba class you went and met with someone.
Oh, you're so full of shit. Hell no. No. That's another topic, but no. I was my thinnest ever.
Yeah, definitely 2015 was, I think, in a sense, the best year for both of us because we both were like super happy finally getting there with our bodies.
Out of the closet.
And out of the closet, and we had the support of the family, so we were finally being able to be free and just enjoy life.
Right. I wouldn't necessarily say support. I would just say tolerance in my case.
Well,
but,
tolerant.
yeah.
But that's something.
Exactly.
They didn't tell you, okay, go away, or, sometimes it's hard.
Yeah, that's true.
So I went to the class. It was really fun. I remember Tunek Tunek Tune. If you have done Zumba with us, of course, you hate or you love Tunek Tunek Tune. And I remember that one. And I remember when it started, Claret was like, oh my gosh, this one is crazy. And then, it was definitely a good class. And I remember I was thinking, okay, he's good. If I am honest, I didn't say, okay, oh my gosh, he's super like crazy, intense. Like, yeah, I didn't think that. I'm like, okay, he's good. It's definitely different compared to other Zumba classes, but but that's just me, because if you know me, when I dance and
you're competitive.
Yes,
you're competitive. Oh my gosh. We all know this. I still remember, because I remember the layout of results at the time, and the mirror was right there. And if you were dancing further to my right, I couldn't really, you could not see yourself in the mirror, but you were basically maybe 3 rows behind me.
Yeah, like
because I could see you, yes, directly. And you were trying to jump higher, and you were trying to go faster than me. And in my head, I'm like, okay, you're no longer interesting. You're
a bitch,
an antagonist.
Oh my gosh.
But that was just like a quick thought. But you know what that did? That made me go harder. That made me go harder than I thought I was already going. I'm not a very competitive person, but in that moment, I felt really into your competitive energy. I don't know if that explains anything, but I think that's like what makes it so cool now that we do class together. Because it's like we're not competing with each other, but I love your energy. From that first Zumba class, you and I connected. It's also the group too. I always feel like at UNR, they keep getting younger and we keep getting older, but they keep me young.
Well, right away when they know how to dance, or maybe when they danced before. Maybe they were on a team before, on high school, maybe they were cheerleaders, something like that. So you notice when someone has experience or practice or whatever, and then they want to do it intense. Basically what I was doing with his class. And I'm like, okay, bitch, really?
No.
I can still compete like that and be super extra full out, but I'm afraid that maybe soon it's gonna be like, oh shit.
I think it's already happening to me, but you know what? That gives me so much energy. Now we've gone into like a Zumba tangent.
I know.
Let's talk about the clothes. I used to wear Zumba clothes. I used to wear a couple of the tops in the beginning, but that's it. I never liked the colors, and the only thing I ever liked was the Hello Kitty collab. They have a Hello Kitty collab, but I missed it. They also had a Becky G collab that was pretty fierce.
Well, I have never liked the Zumba clothes.
I think you're just very picky. Those of you that know Javi super well, when I buy Javi a gift, it needs to be something that he's either approved or I need to get very lucky with what I do. Because it's either not going to be in the color that he wants, not in the style that he wants. I'm talking clothes. I'm talking anything. Or
the fabric. If you are going to buy me clothes, the fabric is really important to me.
Oh my god.
because not because I am picky just like that. No, it's because my nipples 95% of the time they are hard, like you can see it right now. And then when I do dance Zumba, if they are like this and then the fabric is like shit, it hurts my nipples and it just doesn't work. So I'm not gonna have a bra or that fucking tank top or whatever. So yeah, it's just the fabric that needs to be like super soft and delicious, so my nipple is comfortable and good. And yes, that's important. And then sometimes other kind of clothes give me like I don't know, like ronchitas and. You have seen it.
Hives.
Yeah, it's I don't know what it is.
You're so fucking stuck up.
Sorry for being a bitch.
No, and then I'm a bigger bitch. Physically,
Yes.
mentally,
Yes.
emotionally. I am the
Yeah.
HBIC.
But
I
when-
am the listen to me. I am the HBIC. What
Okay.
is that? Tell them what it is.
It's New York.
It's New York. It's me. Oh, I love New York. But I am. When I first heard New York say, I'm the HBIC, I was like, oh my God, I've never identified with something so much. And ever since then, little Daniel grew up into Big Daniel, and now I'm still the HBIC. What is that?
Head bitch, o como?
Head bitch in
The building?
charge.
Oh.
We think he's mean. Yes, my chacha is a bitch.
Pingüino, you are the bitch, Pingüino. Everybody who really knows you and has come to the house to a party or something, they know you are the bitch.
They know that I'm a Christian now too.
Yeah, and you are the second.
I am the second coming of Jesus Christ. I will save everyone.
But you cannot.
Except for my chacha.
You can't be because you just said bad words right now. I don't think Jesus likes that.
Jesus loves me.
Your accent in English sounds like happy.
Chinga tu madre. Oh my God. Can I show everyone one of my favorite purses? So this bag Hobby gave to me for, was it my anniversary or our anniversary?
I gave it to you and you don't remember? Okay, so after all this debate, what is the next part?
Freddie invites me and JD, my friend.
Ooh, yeah.
JD, shout out, to Clarette's birthday party. JD messages me back and says, hey, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see you there. If JD didn't go, I wouldn't have gone to this party. And then I remember going with her, meeting up, and I remember eating pizza. And of course you were there. And I was just like, oh, es el muchacho. You know, I thought to myself, oh, es el muchacho.
When you got to the party, I remember seeing your car and you...
Oh, my 1997 Toyota Tercel. Billy. His name was Billy.
Yeah. And then I remember you were getting out of the car and then I'm like, oh my gosh, Coach Dan. I remember that's how they say they
I
called
was
you.
Coach Dan, Zumba Dan.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh my gosh, Coach Dan is here. And then I went to the house because Clarette was doing something in the house. And then I'm like, Clarette, Coach Dan is here. And she's like, what? We were dancing. He was getting drunk. And then my friend Clarette was getting drunk. And me, I was a little dizzy because I remember they wanted to do shots with Clarette and with him and with a lot of people. I don't think I have ever been drunk in my life.
Yeah, Hobby doesn't drink alcohol. I always think, what if he's violent? What if you hit me? Because you know how some people get violent when they're drunk?
No.
I get funny, I get silly.
Yeah, he gets silly. He
I'm
doesn't get
silly.
annoying. But why am I gonna be violent? I don't think I am violent in my life.
I
Like-
think I always have a feeling, and I'm like kind of psychic, and I just always have this feeling that you would... You're so stupid. I always have this feeling that you would hurt me or punch a wall.
I think that's your I think that's your trauma from from your family.
Chacha, eso no es algo de que burlarse.
But no, but I have never been like trying to hit anything. So I don't think I'm gonna do it being drunk.
I think that's just my trauma speaking, not my psychic ability.
Oh my gosh. During the party we danced together and then he was trying to lift me or something and then he
Oh.
felt.
I ripped my jeans.
Yes, and
those
still-
were my favorite pair of jeans.
I think we still have them somewhere.
I remember falling. I remember drinking. I remember we ended up going to Jack in the Box.
I was in the front of the seat, he was on the back, and then he was trying to give me cosquillas. How do you say cosquillas?
Tickle.
Yeah, he
Right.
was like behind me trying to do that, and I'm like, I can't, no, I don't like them. Ay, no, yach. Oh my gosh. So yeah, exactly like that. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's called flirting.
But that was weird in the moment, but I was feeling also like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? And I remember when we got out of the car, we were walking to the party again, and then he pushed me, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening here? And then he came closer, and then he kissed me. It was the first kiss ever.
And then after that, we still hung out that night. And I never went home, and I never texted anyone that I was like spending the night, or I never gave my mom a heads up.
It's because he was drunk and we didn't want him to drive
that.
and go back to
Right.
his house. So Claret was like, no, you should stay. But at the same time, Claret was helping us because she noticed that we had a connection. So he was like, oh yeah, Dan, Coach Dan, you need to stay and blah blah blah. And it was Dan, it was me, and it was Esteban, Freddy's brother. And then something that we need to tell them this. During that night, we started like kissing and touching a little bit, and then Esteban, Freddy's brother, he was like, what the fuck? And then he's like, you guys don't let me sleep, what are you guys doing? And then he just got up and then he left the room.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
I know.
Oh my god, Esteban, I'm sorry. I can't even look at the camera because I'm looking at you in the eyes right now, but I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. Oh.
But I don't think we felt embarrassed in that moment.
No, in that moment we didn't. We didn't care.
We were like, okay, bye.
We're
Thank
like,
you so
thank
much.
God. And I mean, but we didn't hook up.
No, we didn't.
Because I was a virgin till marriage. You don't believe it, but I was. Don't believe the rumors.
And then what happened? I wanna know.
You tell it.
When was the birthday party? Clara's
October
birthday?
17, 2017, 2016.
No. When was it? 2015.
Okay, October 17, 2015. Okay, I was off by 2 years. I didn't know you were gonna quiz me. What the fuck? I was studying.
After that, I invited you to Claret's house. They were going to go out to have like
You
a
made me
date
pasta.
or something. I made pasta.
It was too spicy.
It's the pasta that I still make on his birthday and
Javi's
that you guys
signature
love.
dish.
Yes, the
signature dish.
chipotle pasta. Oof. And which movie did we watch?
We watched. Can you give me a hint, just so to trigger my memory? Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
That's why I have the Nightmare Before Christmas tattoo. Okay, and then after that, we ended up going to our first like date at the movies.
Yes.
Oh, and we watched Goosebumps with Jack Black.
Yes.
And that movie was so fucking cool. I still love that movie.
I know,
I
me
think
too.
mainly because, and we were so sad because it was
It was the Cinemark.
a Victorian.
Victorian.
And we were sad when they closed because I
Yes.
was like, oh, that's where we had our first date. But then they reopened as Galaxy.
And that's so much better.
That's our favorite theater.
I love
too.
Galaxy. Sorry, Cinemark, but Galaxy is top.
Shout out to Galaxy. You guys are always so freaking nice to us. I love the hot dogs.
And then after that movie, we went again and we saw the Peanuts.
Oh, that
The
was
Peanuts
cute.
movie.
Oh, can we watch that tonight?
Yeah. And it was only us in the movie theater, so we were like, "Oh my gosh, the movie just for
It's
us."
for us.
So we kissed.
Yeah, we made out at the movies. We still go to the movies, but we don't make out because there's like more people there now.
Maybe we just rented as a private party, but it's just. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people can do that.
That's so
Because-
fucking crazy. Let's just pick the worst fucking movie if we want to make out at the movies, and we'll just make out during the movie. Because I don't think anybody else would pay for it. I don't want anybody to be like, what the fuck is that sound?
Oh my gosh, we need to tell them the experience
What?
during the bachelor party.
Oh no, you can't, because I've never. Okay, so there was an experience at our bachelor. We had, of course,
But
we had
we are
a joint.
jumping though. We are jumping
Okay,
so
we're
much.
jumping
Oh my
too
gosh!
much.
I think this needs to be like a 2-episode podcast.
Yeah, we could talk about the wedding and the bachelor party
Yeah.
next episode because
Yes.
it's too much. You're gonna want to hear this though. Okay.
Yes, it's very intense. He hasn't said anything.
I won't say names.
Yeah, so we were, dating. It was very cute. It was amazing. We were going out a lot. And then in December
Yeah, a lot.
2015, we were like, okay, when are we going to tell each other that we are like officially
Dating.
boyfriends? Because we were basically boyfriends already. So we were like, okay, let's just do it today.
Right, because I mean, I didn't want anyone else to try to pursue me if I was not on the market. And that's why I wanted to solidify our relationship too.
Yeah.
Because there was a couple guys that were trying to get at me.
And I think in November, you told me one time that in November you were maybe getting a little like doubtful about our relationship.
Yeah, there was a period because I usually, what I did, like, you know, a guy would entertain me for a minute, they would bore me. I hope people can relate to this. I want to preface it as that. I hope people can relate to this. But when you and I started, like, talking, it felt so different. Like,
Yeah.
se me hizo like...
Right away, it was intense.
It was weird. And I mean, I'm having like all these flashbacks to those feelings in the beginning. And it was so nice. You know?
Yeah, it definitely felt very different compared to anything we felt before. Intense, even you want to cry of the happiness that you have inside. It's just so intense. I remember we were crying inside of your car one day because we were like very in love and we were like just crying, very happy. And then at the same time we were very like vulnerable, and also I was living
comfortable,
and I was leaving Reno for 1 month because I was going back to Tijuana to make my paperwork for my degree.
I cried. I cried so much leaving you at the Greyhound. And I went into the car and I remember I was parked in that Hucava parking lot. And I think I sat in the car for an hour and cried.
Yeah, and you need to remember that this was only 2 months from the party.
So fast.
2 months for the day that I went to Tijuana, and we already felt all of this. So it was really fast, really intense, really strong. And I remember seeing his face when the Greyhound bus was leaving, and then he was there, and then he was like... And then I was also crying, but I didn't want to cry because then he was going to be crying more. So I was like trying to be strong. And then when the bus finally went, then I was like, okay.
You were trying to be strong for me. Oh my god, I didn't know that. But y'all,
I do that sometimes. Well, many times I try to be strong for you.
Girl.
Especially when you have those days
where I'm sad.
Yeah, where you are sad or
people.
I need to be strong for you.
I'm an Aquarius, but I'm also a very sensitive person. But then the benefit to that is that when people who are around me are happy, I get happy. So I love being around positive, happy people. But yeah, so no, that sucked. That sucked when you went. And I remember we kept a journal, and we still have those journals of where we would write to each other and we'd be like...
You didn't finish it, though. I did write on that journal every fucking day when I was over there.
Dang.
At the end of January, we came back, but my mom was coming back with me because she wanted to know who was this guy that I was...
Fair.
Yeah, it was nice. My mom told me, okay, he's interesting. Okay, very good. She approved him, and then she left because she was going to be just here for like 2 weeks, and then she's like, okay, I'm leaving. Yeah, I think you're gonna be fine, all good, amazing.
And she told your dad.
And then not yet. And a month later, we decided to live together. We started living together when?
March 7th.
No.
March 14th.
Closer.
March 15th.
March 18, 2016.
Yes.
And I think we're gonna leave it here for now because there's still a lot that we need to talk before the wedding. Thank you guys so much for listening.
What? Are we not gonna talk about Dune Part 2?
What is the movie of the week?
Okay, there's 2.
Okay.
There's 2. So, in theaters, we watched Dune 2 starring Charlemagne the God.
Oh my gosh. Wonka.
Timothy Chalamet, and Zendaya. Freaking awesome. Amazing. I thought the cinematography of how it would do so many cuts. It would be scene 1. All one scene. Cut here. Cut here. Cut here. Cut here. It was so dynamic. And then I did like any movie that can do black and white scenes is amazing, in my opinion. And the acting was good. The story kept going. And it was almost 3 hours, though.
Yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So that's pretty cool.
I would have sat there longer.
Definitely so much better than the first one. Amazing, good.
I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I would have given it a full 10 if I would have seen some...
He just likes blood and people being killed.
Okay, movie number 2. This movie is streaming on Netflix right now, so you can watch it. It is Mia Culpa, starring Kelly Rowland. I've seen a lot of bad reviews, but oh my god, it was so good.
It was entertaining.
It was so good.
And she's good on it.
She's amazing.
I don't know why
so beautiful.
People they like to complain every time.
I love Kelly Rowland now. Oh my god.
She has still a nice body. She's pretty.
gorgeous.
Yes. And then the guy, I don't remember his name, but he was the Moonlight.
Yeah, he was in Moonlight as an adult.
Yeah, he was like the star of that movie.
I thought he was great.
Yeah, but his body, oh my fucking gosh.
Stupid.
Yeah.
But it was such a good movie.
With such a crazy twist. Kelly, I hope you get more leading roles because you're fierce, you're gorgeous, and you can carry a character.
Yeah, and she's not singing anymore, so yeah, let's go movies.
I
You can
want
do it.
Kelly's Renaissance to be in movies. Thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Mr. and Mr. How Cool.
That's so cool with Mr. and Mr.
Thank you for tuning into
Oh
this
my
episode
gosh.
of That's So Cool with Mr. and Mr.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in on this second episode.
Hopefully you're not bored with this one. I don't think
know.
so.
Hopefully not. Thank you guys.